students, and welcome in the online session of class 7 science chapter 7 weather, climate and adaptations. Children, we have completed the topic polar regions, right? In the previous session we have studied about the polar bears. Now today in the polar region section we are going to cover penguins and then we'll study the tropical rainforest regions. Now let's start with the remaining topic of polar region, that is in polar region now we have to study about penguins. Okay, polar bear we have already done. So penguins are also white in color, as you can see in the picture that similar to the polar bears, penguins are also white color, but they have little black shade also. On the head is black, back is black in color, but the front portion is of white color, right? So this white color also helps the penguins to hide in the snow, as snow is white in color and their white color helps them to hide in the snow. Then they have a thick skin with large fat content in their body, right? Now you can see that the outer skin is of white color. Under this skin they have a layer which is made up of fats, and this fat keeps their body warm, and that's why they can live very easily in this cold weather. Fine. Now penguins generally live in a crowd or in groups, right? Penguins love to live in crowd, because when they live in crowd, when they all live together, this keeps them warm, right? Living single and living in groups is different thing, children. When they are single they feel cold, but when they are in groups it provides them warmth. That's why majority of the times they are found in groups only or crowd. Penguins have streamlined shaped body. Fine. What is streamlined shaped body? Now you can see here that this is the upper part of the body and this is the lower part of the body, right? If you see the upper part, thickness is less and this thickness is also less, but if you see the middle part of the body, it is much more broad, right? This shape means upper part and the lower part, they are less thick, right? They are thin, less narrow they are. Both the ends are narrow, but in the middle part the body is broad. This shape is called streamlined shape, right? So penguins have a streamlined shape body and webbed feet which allow them to swim. Now their feet, they are also webbed. Webbed means, suppose this is the feet, so they are webbed. Webbed means in between the toes there is a net present here, net, right? Like this, like ducks have, frogs have webbed feet. So such type of feet is present, webbed feet is present in case of penguins, which help them to swim also. Okay, now let us see that penguins have a pair of wings. Now in the diagram you can see here, now this and this, they are the pair of wings which are present in penguins, and they have waterproof feathers also present on their body. Now here if you see very properly, you can see feathers are present, right? So these feathers are waterproof, which helps the penguins to get wet. They are waterproof. And here, as I have told you, that they have webbed feet, so you can see here the webs, you can see in between the toes there are webs present, this and these are the webs present, so they have webbed feet also, right? Now feathers and the fat below the skin, so feathers are present on the body, on the wings, as well as I have told you that this is the, you can see here the feathers, single feather, right? So now these feathers and fat which is present below the skin, right? Under their skin there is a layer of fat which keeps the body warm. So feathers also help to keep them warm, and the fat layer which is present under the skin also helps to keep them warm, right? And then they have webbed feet. Okay, this I have already told you that they have webbed feet. Fine. So these are the adaptations of the penguins, right? So what are the adaptations? What are the changes? That they are white in color. They have white in color that helps them to hide in the snow. They have a thick skin under the. They have a thick skin made up of fat. Then that also helps to keep them warm. Then they always live in group. They have a streamlined body. They have webbed feet. Then they have a pair of wings. They have waterproof feathers on them. Feathers and fat keep the body warm. And again the webbed feet are present in the penguins. So these are some of the adaptations or changes which help the penguins to live in the snow covered areas of polar region, right? So let us move on to the next one, that some other animals also live in the polar regions. We have specifically studied two animals, polar bears and penguins. But other than that, some other animals are also living in the polar areas like fishes. Fishes are present in the water. Okay, under this snow, there is water also present. So fishes are present under the water. Apart from fishes, what other animals are present? Let's see. So this first picture you can see here is reindeer, right? This is the picture of a reindeer, this one. Okay, so this is reindeer. This animal also lives in the polar areas. Then on the body of the reindeers also you can see some of the furs present, which keeps the body warm. Then foxes are also present, whales are present in the water, whale fishes are present in the water. Then seals, this is the picture of a seal, right? So these seals are also present in polar areas. Then musk is this one, musk oxes. You can see here that their body is also covered with fur, okay, to protect them from cold or to keep their body warm, right? So these are some other animals which are present in the polar areas. Then some birds are also present, like this is the Siberian bird which is present in polar areas. Now, fishes remain under the water, but these birds, like fishes are present underwater, but what about these birds? These birds, what they do, children, like these birds migrate from polar regions to some other warm areas, right? Like suppose this is the Siberia, this is a place called Siberia, okay? Now, these birds are present in Siberia, and it's very cold here in this area. So now in winter season when there is very cold, what these birds will do now, where they'll hide, they don't have houses or shelters to live or to get warmth, okay? So what these birds will do, like these birds will move to some other place, right? So this Siberian cranes, the picture we can see here, these Siberian cranes come to another place called India, right? Yes, in our country, in Rajasthan and Haryana, which are hot places. So these birds, these Siberian birds, what they do in the winter season, they move from Siberia, they fly from Siberia and they come to India. Okay. Now, for some few months, they will live here in India. Okay. Till in Siberia there is winter season, they will live in India. Once the winter seasons are over in Siberia, then they will again fly and go back to Siberia. This movement of the birds is called migration. This movement is known as migration. So, what is the meaning of migration? Migration means the movement of the birds or animals in groups from one place to another in search of food, or due to bad conditions in the area, they move on to the next place, and when the conditions get good here, they will again come back to their place. This is known as migration. Okay, so these Siberian cranes, what they do, they come from Siberia to India. From where to where they fly, children? From Siberia to India. During which season they will come? During winter season, because in Siberia it's very very cold, but in India, as compared to Siberia, the climate is good. So from Siberia they move on to India during winter season. Once the winter season is over, again they will go back to Siberia. Then in next year again they will come in the winter season to India, and when the winter get over, again they move on to Siberia. So this is known as migration, means movement of the animals from one place to another due to bad climatic conditions, and once the conditions get good, they again come back to the same place, right? So this is all about migration. Now let's see a flowchart regarding penguins. Like penguins have a pair of wings, right? This is for revision. Then they have solid bones, they have a streamlined body, they have a waterproof feather present on them, right? They can swim faster in the water. Then they have a fat layer beneath their skin. They have a fat layer which keeps them, which holds the heat and which keep them warm, right? They can dive easily in water. Then they, for protection, they move in groups. They move in groups. They eat fishes and other insects also. Fine. So these are some of the things which we have already studied about penguins, right? Now let us move on to the next topic, that is tropical rainforest. These are a type of forest, children. You can see the pictures here, how beautiful rainforest looks. So this is the forest which completely, you can see dense forest is there. It is a very dense forest. A huge amount of plants are present and a huge number of animals are also present in these forest areas. So the tropical regions on the earth are the regions which are close to the equator. Why we are calling them tropical rainforest, right? So see, suppose this is earth, so there is a imaginary line in the center. Now this is known as equator. This is called as equator. And this equator receives complete sunlight throughout the year. Okay, full sunlight it receives throughout year. So in these areas it is very very hot. Okay, because sunlight is available throughout the year, whole year sunlight is available. So these areas are very very hot areas. Okay, these are called tropical areas, and the forests which are present in these areas, they are called tropical rainforest areas, as rainfall is also good here. There is a good amount of rainfall here. So for rainforest which are present in the tropical areas where the sunlight is present in good amount, they are called tropical rainforest. Okay, so these are the areas, tropical regions are the areas which are close to the equator and which receive more amount of sunlight during the year. Okay, they receive a very good amount of sunlight. Now because of this, these areas are hot because sunlight is present whole year, so they are hot climate areas, right? Now, tropical rainforests are home to a wide variety of vegetation. Means here a number of plants, as you can see through the pictures also, a number of plants, number of trees, and number of animals are present in these forests. Right now, because rainfall is also good here, so the climate. How to define the climate now? The climate is hot, humid climate. Why hot? Because sunlight is present. Why humid? Because rainfall is also good here. Okay, humidity means water vapor is present in the air. That's why tropical rainforest, they are hot humid climate areas, right? They are present in hot humid climate here is hot and humid. So due to large habitation, now there are lot of trees and lot of plants here, so animals are also present here in a huge number. And because there are so many animals, so naturally they will compete. There is a competition between, you can see many of the animals are present here. So there is a huge number of animals which compete, means they have a competition among themselves for food. Okay, they will compete, they will fight with each other for food now. Okay, and there is a good number of rainfall also, I told you. So now let's move on to the next slide and see that many animals have adapted themselves. Means animals which are living in these forests, they have many changes in their body due to which they can live here, right? So these adaptations now we have to study. Like some animals, they have skin color which is similar to the leaves and branches, and because they have same color like leaves and branches, so they can hide easily in the area, right? Some have huge beaks, you see, to get the fruits. Okay, some have very sharp eyesight. You can see the eyesight of a tiger or leopard. They have a very good eyesight, right? They can easily see their prey and they can then attack them for their food. Now, where the tropical rainforests are present in India, they are present in the Western Ghats and Assam and in the Central America also. And many animals are found here like monkeys, lions, snakes, tigers, frogs. Every animal is present in the tropical rainforest. Now let us study some of the animals which are found here. So first one is red-eyed frog. You can see the picture here also. This is a frog which is a tree frog. Actually they live on trees only. You can just see the eyes of this frog. They are red in color, right? So beautiful it looks. Green color body and then red color eyes. So red eyed frog is the name. And here you can see that they have a sticky pads on the feet. This is the feet. So you can see these swollen parts, these round swelling part here. These are the sticky pads. These are sticky pads, that means they can stick to the trees. So with the help of these sticky pads, these can easily climb the trees. They can easily move on the trees. Okay, so this is the adaptation. This is the change in their body. Normally the frogs do not have sticky pads, right? But this red-eyed frog has the sticky pads. So this is an adaptation. This is a change in the body. Okay. Now the next animal is what? Monkey. You can see monkey have very long hands, long legs and a long tail also. So these all hands, legs and tails help the monkeys to climb the branches and to hold the branches and to have jumps from one branch to another. So all tail, hands, legs, they all are helping the monkeys to do so, right? So these long tail, long hands, long legs, they are the adaptations, changes in the body of the monkey which help them to live in the tropical rainforest areas. Okay. Now the next one is toucan bird. You can see the picture here, toucan bird, right? So you can see that the whole body is very normal, but this beak is very large here. So they have a large beak. So why so? So that they can reach the fruits on the branches, so that they can easily cut the fruits which are present on the branches and can eat them. That's why they have such a large beak. Okay. Then big cats means lion, tiger, leopards, they all belong to cats family. So big cats, they have a very thick skin is very thick, and they have a very sensitive hearing. They have a very good sense of hearing. They can hear if any prey is nearby them. Okay. And then they quietly attack them. Okay. Now the next animal is lion-tailed macaque. Lion-tailed macaque is the name of this animal. Fine. It something looks like lion and then sometimes looks like monkey also. So you can see that it has a silver colored mane. Mane, children, is you can see the hairs, white color hairs around the face of this animal. This is known as mane. Lions also have these hairs surrounding their face. This is known as mane. So this mane is of silver color, white color hairs are present. Okay, and generally this animal lives on the trees only. It very rarely it comes on the ground. Very rarely. Otherwise, all the time it is present on the trees only. And then the last animal is elephant. Elephant you all have seen, very common animal. Okay, very huge size of this animal, huge size of the ears, huge trunk, and weight is very high also, right? Very huge weight also. So these elephant, they have a trunk. This is the trunk which helps the elephant to pick the food, to drink water. Okay, and these long ears, they also help the animals to hear very small sounds also, and they have a good sense of smell and hearing. Okay, they can easily smell also, good sense of smell and hearing. Then there are tusk. Children, you can see two teeth of the elephants which are coming like this from both the sides. These are called the tusk. So these are the modified teeth. These are the modified teeth for tearing the barks, etc. Right? So I think this back elephant, you can see the tusk here, white colors on both the sides. Okay, so these are some of the adaptations of the elephants. So these are some of the animals we have discussed which live in the tropical rainforest, and the changes which are seen in their body. Okay, so that was all about. Let's see the summary today. So we have seen about adaptations, polar region. So in this session we have covered penguins. Then tropical rainforest we have done, in which we have studied many animals, toucan bird, then elephants, big cats, okay, red-eyed frogs, etc., etc. And polar bears we have already covered in the last session. Okay, so this was all about the adaptations of the animals which are living in different areas. Okay, so adaptations are the changes which we can see in the body of the animals. Okay, so this was all about the lesson. So lesson is over here, children. Further, I'll give you the notes and solutions which you have to note down. Read the chapter from your books, and if any doubts, you can ask anytime. Okay, so we'll meet in the next session then. Till then, goodbye, all of you.